Over to Hannah. Hannah, he had good advice to watch your Halloween forecast.
Yeah, and early data, it's still very far out, but early data has maybe a system moving through, so we will be keeping a close eye on that. But currently, we're dealing with chilly temperatures. You are going to want to grab the jacket on your way out the door. We have freeze warnings through much of the country now, and the cold front that brought us those severe storms is now off the coast of Virginia, North Carolina, and South Carolina. We have frost advisories and freeze warnings all through Oklahoma. The only spot not covered is in southwestern Oklahoma, but that continues on through the deep south and all through Georgia, up through Virginia. So it is very cold. This cold air not just affecting Oklahoma. We have not reached the freezing mark here in Oklahoma City. Our average first freeze is November 4th. We are forecasted to reach 31 degrees tomorrow morning. So that will be an early freeze for us, earlier than average. And it is not the earliest. The earliest was set back in October 8th of 2012. But hang on tight. We are on the way up after this. Right now we're at the bottom, the coldest temperatures today and tomorrow. And then we are heading up back to the 80s. So freeze and frost conditions today and tomorrow morning. And then we warm up into the 80s for Friday, for Saturday, for Sunday as well. Then for Monday and Tuesday of next week, we're keeping an eye on two different systems. The first one swings down across the Rockies and drags a front across the state and could bring widespread rain, possibly some severe weather as well. So that's one thing to definitely keep an eye on for early next week. Storm chance number 2 rides up from Texas, and that one is mostly going to be in southeastern Oklahoma system, but we will be keeping an eye on both of those because severe weather is definitely a possibility as well. Another cold air outbreak is possible following that, but currently we're seeing some clouds in northwestern Oklahoma, and that swath of cloud continues down into central Oklahoma as well. But everyone else seeing sunny skies. So the stark difference between people who have cloud cover and people who do not. Guthrie, clear skies on our Pike Pass Skycam network. It is 43 degrees as you head out the door this morning. The winds from the north, they're making it feel a little colder, so it is feeling like it is in the 30s currently. 39 in El Reno, 42 in Kingfisher, 41 in Guthrie. Winds from the north at 10 to 15 miles per hour. I think today we can expect winds 10 to 18 miles per hour from the north all day long, and that keeps a little bit of a lid on our temperatures. We're going to stay in the middle 50s all day long here in Oklahoma City. Upper 50s by the time you hit western Oklahoma and southwestern Oklahoma, getting into the 60s along with the Panhandle, staying in the 40s in northeastern Oklahoma. So definitely the coldest day so far this season. 31 overnight tonight. We are under a freeze warning, as I mentioned. So if you did not hit freezing this morning, you get a second chance to go cover your plants. If you didn't, you weren't prepared for this morning. Hard freeze conditions for northeastern Oklahoma, lower 20s there, killing plants and helping out with the allergies as well from Ponca City down to Stillwater and over to Sallisaw, and then light freeze conditions from McAllister to Ada over to Woodward and Alva, and then some patchy frost as well. But our dew points are very low. I think even in places where we could have seen frost this morning, because the air is so dry, we may not have seen a whole lot in the way of frost. Tomorrow afternoon, we're stair-stepping it up. 64 degrees, our high temperature by tomorrow, so it will be warmer than this afternoon, and then after that we're in the 70s, and then we're back in the 80s by Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So don't worry, the cold temperatures are not here to stay for those of you who don't love the cold temperatures. Monday and Tuesday, again, we are keeping a close eye on that for severe weather. We will definitely nail down that forecast once it gets a little bit closer.